How's it going, everybody? This is Platt Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at the former rapper Machine Gun Kelly and whether he belongs in the pop punk world or not. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I do reviews, reactions, topic videos, lo-fi edits, and more, so if you like what you hear, please consider subscribing and turning on post notifications. Also, give this video a like and comment below if there's another video you'd like me to do. Also, I've been way more active on Facebook and Instagram lately, so if you want music recommendations or just to see what I'm up to, you can go ahead and follow me on both. It is at Platt Reviews. Also, just a disclaimer before we hop into the video, I am in no way saying that Machine Gun Kelly is good or bad, because music taste is ultimately subjective, and that's up to you to make your own judgment on. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. During my time of browsing various Facebook groups that I'm a part of, I've seen a bombardment of various posts about Machine Gun Kelly, who is a Cleveland rapper, vocalist, and songwriter. His recent songs, Bloody Valentine, I don't do fake love, but I'll take some from you tonight, Concert for Aliens, and My Ex's Best Friend show a nostalgic pop-punk sound that he has incorporated, which seems to be very different than the MGK that many have known, who had very well-known hits such as Till I Die, till I die, on the east side, till I die, till I die, till I die, and the infamous diss track on popular rapper Eminem, Rap Devil.
Hello Marshall, my name's Colson. You should go back to recovery. I know your ego is hurting just knowing that all of your fans discovered me.
This pop-punk influenced sound has been met with a lot of mixed opinions, both from rap fans and especially pop-punk fans, which is the primary subject of today's video, and whether MGK deserves to be included in the pop-punk scene, and why fans of the genre may not be so receptive to him. And to do this, we first have to look at who MGK is and what makes a band or artist pop-punk. Machine Gun Kelly began taking interest in rap during his childhood, while listening to Ludacris,
roll around, Georgia Brown, that's the way that I like it, twerk, legs, jerk, overwork,
Eminem, and DMX.
You don't know what our style is, New York killers are wild, my dogs is with it, you want it, come and get it, took it, then we split it.
While also listening to many rock artists like Avenged Sevenfold, Guns N' Roses, and Blink-182. MGK began taking music seriously and released his debut mixtape, Stamp of Approval, in 2006. Around 2009, he began to gain exposure on MTV's Sucker Free Freestyle.
It never was warm in the city, so I had to get on the record and come blaze these tracks. And I'm all around haters every day, but I guess that's just what fame attracts.
In February 2010, he released his second mixtape, 100 Words in Running. He didn't reach mainstream success until his track Alice in Wonderland in May 2010. His first EP, Half Naked and Almost Famous, released on March 20th, 2012, and it debuted at number 46 on the Billboard 200, and the rest is history. MGK quickly went from an underground rapper to a mainstream superstar, with various appearances in the WWE, collaborations with some of the biggest artists in all of music, and he jumped to over 11 million monthly listeners on Spotify as of recording. The artist has appeared in many films, TV shows, and has transcended music. But in the mainstream media, MGK was arguably most notable for his diss track on Eminem, one of the most popular rap artists of all time. The track was titled Rap Devil, a shot at Eminem's popular track Rap God. In the track, MGK takes very deep shots at Eminem, with lyrics about his physical appearance, his daughter, and other insults.
Somebody grab him some clippers, his fucking beard is weird.
Eminem responded with the track Kill Shot.
With your corny lines, slim your roll out, Kelly, ooh, but I'm 45 and I'm still out selling you.
and other jabs pursued. But these series of tracks launched Kelly further into mainstream success, and revived Eminem's career after the universally despised album, ironically titled Revival. After Rap Devil, MGK released an EP, Binge, in 2018, and an album, Hotel Diablo, in 2019. Shortly after the release of the album, MGK flipped his sound with the pop-punk inspired track I Think I'm Okay, featuring alternative artist Youngblood and Blink-182 drummer Travis Barker.
Watch me take a good thing and fuck it all up in one night. Catch me.
This song blew up everywhere, and shortly after, MGK announced his pop-punk album, beginning with a cover of Paramore's popular song Misery Business, and later the track Bloody Valentine.
You'll be my bloody Valentine.
Which also blew up, and the album Tickets to My Downfall is anticipated for fall 2020, and is highly anticipated by fans and critics. But with the mainstream success of MGK's new singles, fans of pop punk seem to be resistant to MGK's transition and sound. Why is this? First, we have to take a look at what makes an artist pop punk.
So, I actually already have a video discussing the history and current state of pop punk. If you'd like to watch that, there's a card on the screen right now if you'd like to watch it. So, I'm not really going to be diving into the history of the genre, but instead I'm going to be looking at what makes a band or artist pop punk. And in short, a band or artist is pop punk if their music is classified under the pop punk genre. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, so maybe that's a little bit harsh. So let's go with the inclusion of how a band can be introduced into a scene. Now, to clarify, the pop punk scene is much bigger than the pop punk genre. The pop punk scene includes your typical pop punk bands of the past 20 to 25 years, plus most bands that you associate with Vans Warped Tour. And this includes certain bands in the emo world, the post-hardcore world, and others. Most association to a scene is caused by tours and features. For example, bands like Citizen, Turnover, and Movements are associated in the pop punk scene for touring with many pop punk bands, like The Story So Far, despite their music doesn't necessarily fit into that genre.
Give up on your ambitions and your convictions compared to mine.
So, that leaves us with our question. Is Machine Gun Kelly pop punk? My answer is yes.
Let's take a look at the pop punk genre side of things first. It's hard to deny that Machine Gun Kelly's new music belongs in pop punk. The repetitive guitar riffs and somewhat melodramatic lyrics belong perfectly in that genre. Just look at the second verse of Concert for Aliens.
I know you wanted me to go to law school. I dyed my hair, pierced my nostril. I know I've done this before.
This song belongs very much in the realm of bands like Blink-182 or Neck Deep.
I'm going to the dark side with you. I'm going to the dark side with you.
In a more pop-friendly world of pop punk, I Think I'm Okay is a perfect mix of this pop style with the pop punk world. And it was a great introductory track for rap fans into his new endeavor of music.
Drown myself in alcohol. That shit never helps at all. I might say some stupid things tonight when you pick.
It is a very difficult thing for an artist to change this rapidly from a rap artist to a pop punk artist. But that's the joy of genres slowly dissolving, thanks to artists like Nothing Nowhere,
Just rushing, I'm trying to forget this business, but I still see you silhouette.
Grandson, 100 Gex, and many others. So, the idea of a rap artist releasing a pop punk album feels less out of the ordinary than ever. Now, let's talk about the scene. MGK's first exposure into the rock world was the inclusion of Avenged Sevenfold's frontman M. Shadows
and guitarist Sinister Gates, featured on the opening track of MGK's debut album, Save Me. He also has played major rock festivals, including Rock on the Range and Rock am Ring, and has covered Blink-182 live on several occasions. But his introduction into the scene as we know it is his collaborations with post-hardcore band Sleeping with Sirens. First on their track Alone in 2013.
You know I love you when we fight and we argue. I kiss and I hug you. You push me back. You say that I'm trouble, but everybody got a cloud with them.
And after, MGK released a cover of the Rise Against song Swing Life Away, featuring Sleeping with Sirens vocalist Kellen Quinn.
Maybe I should run away, try to find a summer day.
He has toured with pop-punk legends Fall Out Boy on their Mania tour, and MGK was supposed to open for Linkin Park and Blink-182 in 2017. But it was cancelled due to the tragic passing of Chester Bennington. Speaking of Blink-182, Travis Barker, the drummer of the band, has worked with MGK throughout the majority of his pop-punk endeavor. So how could you not be involved in the scene and work with a legend like him? With the growing success of MGK and pop and rap artists returning to the music they loved growing up, this can mean a new wave of pop punk and rock music. Something that both of these genres are in desperate need of, and many artists have been experimenting with these sounds for years. But it is now time for rock and pop punk artists to either accept this change or be left in the dust of an ever-changing industry. Pop punk music especially has felt lost in the past 5 years or so, with bands either recycling the same stereotypes or leaving the genre entirely and shifting to a new sound. So, as a fan of pop punk, with the fresh yet nostalgic sound on our doorstep, from various artists, not just MGK, do we take this as a step in the right direction, or do we watch the music we grew up loving fade away?
Pop punk is back, but in a very different way. So, instead of gatekeeping artists, let's encourage creativity for a healthier and thriving scene. Thanks for watching.